Welcome back, kings and queens, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Hope King, and I'm the designer behind King's Designs MD. Today I'm just doing another money holder template, and I just want to show you guys really quickly what I'm going to do. So I pulled up paper size, and you can see it's 4.25 by 5.5. If you're on your home screen of Canva, all you have to do is click Create a Design, pick your paper size, and it will take you to this screen here. Now, I am just coming up with something neat, something fun, just another money holder template. So, I have some designs from Feather of Style. So, I played around with this a little bit last night, and I'm just taking one of my ladies from Feather of Style. Going to place her in, and I have her sized at, right now she's 1.5 by 4. And the text that I was playing around with is something that, we always heard people say, don't spend all your money in one place. Or don't spend all of it in one place. So I put in, don't spend it all in one place. So I put, don't spend it all in one place. And I am just changing my lettering to take some of the spacing out of it. And I want to change my font. Now, I like PlayScript or Playlist Script. So I am going to change it to that. And this is cute. But if you want to have something in the background, you can go to your elements and click something like brush stroke and be able to put that in the background. Now with the brush stroke, you can angle it, you can do whatever. You can change your sizing of it. And you can also change your position of it. So if you wanted to move it backwards, you could. And you could even duplicate it out if you wanted to have multiple brush strokes. Now, let's say you don't like this color. You can click on it and change the color. So if you wanted something to coordinate more with what she was wearing, you could do that. And if you didn't see what I clicked, I just clicked on the brush stroke itself. I go up here to the top corner, and that's the color palette, and you just click it. And then it has some suggested colors that coordinate with her outfit and things like that on the side. So you can choose from now. And if you wanted to choose red, you could choose red. And sometimes I like to do multiple pages so that I can show you that if you chose red, it will look one way. And if you went with a brown or a tan, the different options it would give you. So you see how different it can look if you did something like that. And I actually will want to change this to have a little more of an angle, or just change it all together, because as I'm looking at it, it looks like it's like the letter F. So I don't like the look of that. Or I can pull the brush strokes out or add another one in. But let me just scroll back up so you can see. So if you see that between her and the lines, it actually looks like the letter F. And I just don't like that. But if I carry it all the way through, it just has a slightly different look. So, you guys can play with your designs and determine what you like best, or what your client might like best. But you'll have some different options to play around with. Alright, so The next thing you want to do is drop in a square. Now, this is just to hold a placeholder for your cutout. So, the one I did recently was about 3 inches by 1 inch. I'm going to spin all the way over to 3 and just move it over. So 3 inches by 1 inch. You have to know what you're using because all of these templates come slightly different. So, you know, a lot of people are trying to look for the plastic bubbles and they're difficult to find. So if you can't find the plastic bubbles, people have been going to Dollar Tree and getting either glue stick holders, like the Elmer's glue, or chapstick holders like Fanta, whatever, different types of chapstick. But all of these packagings come with their own little sizes. So the majority of them seem to be about 3 by 1. So if you put in a 3 inch by 1 inch, you should be pretty safe. Now, if you actually go measure out the package itself is bigger, but you want to make sure that you size it down to the actual chapstick size, if that makes sense. Because if you make it bigger, the outer edge of the chapstick will stick out. So let me show you like this. I'm a visual person, so maybe this visual will help somebody else. So when you actually buy the chapstick from the store, there is the larger container. So it has like a ridge on it. Now let me change the color. I'll move it backwards. So the actual container will look more like this. The black part will be the rim around the outside, and then this square part inside is actually where your chapstick will sit. If you make your container as big as the black line, you're going to have all that gapping, and your chapstick may actually, or your money may actually fall through. It won't hold. So you need to make it small to the chapstick size, not to the outer edge size. I hope that helps somebody. I hope that makes sense for you guys. So you can take this if you want, and you can either print this right now and cut this out either with your X-Acto knife or a pair of scissors. All you would be doing is cutting your paper down to this size, and then cutting the insert out, or you can actually save this as a PNG file and send it to your Cricut. Let me show you. So if I click here, I can click download and choose PNG, and then I can download this as an actual PNG file. Then you just upload it in your Cricut and be able to cut it with your Cricut machine. Now you see I'm in Cricut. I clicked upload. I selected my PNG file. Now I'm going to click complex. And I don't want to have it as a cut file, so I'm going to save it as a print and cut, print then cut. Now because I saved it as a print then cut, I can go over here I want to make it a 4.25 by 5.5, but what I was looking at, I've noticed lately in Cricut, I don't know if it's just me or if it's doing it for everybody, because I haven't looked at all my updates, but I've noticed when I go over here to Cricut and I change my height and my width, it's unlocked now. It used to be locked all the time and everything would change in proportion. Now I have to pay attention because it's actually unlocked. But I can, where this is a shape, I can just throw a shape over top of it so that it will cut. And then I would have it as a print and cut file when I go to make it. So if I click make it just as it is, I could do that. And the people who have the actual bubble package, you can just glue it on top of that if you wanted to do it that way, or you can slice it. So I went to my shapes and I grabbed a square and I shaped it down to the rectangle, so it's 3 by 1 and it's sitting directly over top of where that brown was. And now I can just slice it. I've highlighted the two together and I can slice it off. Now you see the brown was underneath. Cut that out. Cut that out. And now I have my gift tag holder with the hole. Now, you can do it just like this, or if you wanted to have a backing to it, you can duplicate this. It doesn't have to be front and back this way. You can change this to a plain basic cut file and it'll change it to plain basic. And so now, if you have one on the front and one on the back, they're perfect over top of each other. You send that backwards, and then you know when you go to make it, you can either have a hole all the way through, or if you don't want a hole all the way through, you can, just create your own shape so that you have a square that is the 4.25 by 5.5. And now it's locked on me. So 4.25 by 5.5. So if you just want to do the plain, we have the print and cut version. You have the open back option, and then you have the closed option. So they're all 4.25 by 5.5. This one can go over top of this one if you want to have the back closed, and it doesn't have to be this color. It's whatever cardstock or poster board or whatever you want to use. If you want it all the way open, you can use something like that. Or if you just want it plain and you don't want to do anything like that, or maybe you have some cute sticker paper you want to stick to it, you can just do that, and then you have a plain one. You can also, and I wasn't thinking about this before, but you can also use your Cricut writing tool to write something on here, so it doesn't have to be a fancy print and cut like this. It can just be something plain, like whatever you want. If you see me messing around over here, I'm just trying to change my background and my background color. It's been a while since I've actually done this. I took the grid lines off here by just clicking the corner. If you've never done that, took the grid lines off by clicking the corner. And now I was just trying to remember how to change the color of my canvas. Here we go. I click blank canvas down here, color up here, and I just wanted to make it a different color so it could kind of pop for what we're doing today. So I hope this helps somebody. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and you guys have a great day.